E. Irizarry, One Time for Your Mind. Has anybody ever picked up an album? This could be any genre of music, but I'm gonna specify on R&B because that's my favorite genre of music. Has anybody ever picked up an album and thought, "Dag, these songs would sound crazy better if they were in a different sequence"? So maybe back in the 90s or even now in 2008 going into 2009, you cats might be like, "Man, Rome's album from 1997, banging songs, but the order was kind of screwed up, man." You know, like they will put "I Belong to You" as the first joint just because it was the most popular song. Sometimes you have to build an album as a storybook, so you have to sequence the songs properly. Rome, I rearranged the fuck out of that album, man. I'll be interested to know, ankles included, manginas included, because I know y'all listen to R&B too. You guys can put on my page how you sequence certain albums, and or tell me why if an album was sequenced, if it was originally pre-pressed by the label to be sequenced in its proper order, that it could build up an orgasm literally, or to make it like a storybook, then they would have sold more copies. Now, one album that was sequenced not perfectly, but it told a story, was Maxwell's Urban Hang Suite from 1996. The album is a storybook if you listen to it. Even Embra in his 98 album, his second album, that was a story too. I'm assuming from Embra, it's the birth of him as a musician. And the ending, I don't know. The ending went kind of over my head. But Embra, I'm thinking of when he was an embryo, when he was inside of his mother's amniotic sac. You know what I'm saying? Inside there, you know, being procreated, being made, you know, in order to be born. Okay, because you hear the amniotic fluid when you listen to the interlude in the beginning of the album. Am I right? I thought so. So that album, those two albums were sequenced perfectly. Then we did Maxwell's album Now from 2001. That album to me wasn't sequenced properly. Alright, maybe I missed the memo or something, but it just didn't make sense to me. Alright, enough about Maxwell. Other albums, I already talked about Rome already. I talked about Maxwell already. Even Christopher Williams, I rearranged his album because they didn't market him properly. If they marketed Christopher Williams properly, Jaheim wouldn't even have a record deal. Jaheim would be a background vocal singer for Christopher Williams. Okay? But a lot of problems follow Christopher Williams around. Me personally, I think because he was light-skinned and shit, he drew a lot of attention to himself. You know how black women are with light-skinned dudes. Oh, he think he all that? Oh, hell no. We know he slapped Halle Berry. We know he did it because he's an arrogant motherfucker. Show is. Huh. But it was Wesley Trent Snipes that sniped the fuck out of Halle Berry's grill 20 years ago. Alright? That's right. Wesley Snipes did it. As much as I like Wesley Snipes as an actor, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Back in 2000, 99 to be exact, I was in LA, right? I was in Cali, right? And I was down in Santa Monica or something. Son, I saw Wesley in the flesh. I'm like, yo, that's Wesley Pimpin' Snipes. What? So, yo, I approached him, yo. He handled it like a gentleman, though, but I kind of came off kind of ignorant. You know, he could have went off on me if he wanted to, but he didn't, I mean. I went up to him, I just straight threw the color complex shit in his mouth. I'm like, yo, you know, because you stabbed Christopher Williams in the hand, you do realize, man, that it's been hard for me to date since 93. You do know that, right? Yo, son was rolling, but he was like very humble, and he had good stature when he was laughing. You know, he had good etiquette, man. You know, his posture game was on point. He laughed. He gave me an indirect look. He didn't really look into my face when he laughed. He was kind of like, yeah, I heard that before. He was like, all right, take care, man. And he just walked away. You know, because you gotta understand, they deal with all types of, a regular layman, that they hear off the wall shit as I spewed at him. But I didn't curse him out. He probably thought I was joking. I was kind of being adamant, you know what I'm saying? Because really, I was getting thrown under the bus by black women in Los Angeles. You know, it was easier for me to get laid in the San Francisco Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? But LA, Very pretentious. Anyway, that's another rant for another time. So yeah, basically sequencing of an album. Has anybody rearranged songs for it to sound better? They'd be like, all the fast songs should go first, then all the slow songs should go last. Or, like the Isleys did it on Between the Sheets, or like how Al B. Sure did it on his first two albums, put the slow joints first, then segue into the mid-tempo to up-tempo joints. Alright, let me know, let me get some comentarios, man. Let me think, give me some good thoughts, alright? 1.